And the way I did this was with 0.3 millimeter solder. So welcome back to the workbench, where we try to make things, and it's Monday, so we're back working on Monogram's Heavy Chevy Chevelle. This is the Buddy's Buddy build, the build that we're basing off of a buddy of mine's buddy's car. It's a long ways to get there, but it's the Buddy's Buddy build. But anyways, if you'd like to get caught up on this build, there's a link down in the description to a playlist. You can get completely caught up to where we are right now. And where we are right now is finalizing the motor, or the main part of the motor here, and doing some details on the interior. And I thought we'd start first by just looking at the motor. So I did, as you can tell, finish wiring the spark plug. So I got the the odd side bank of cylinders done, which allowed me to now finally permanently glue on the air filter, which has kind of just been floating around for a while. I didn't want to glue it on until I got the distributor wired in, because as you can see, it's kind of tucked up under there. But so I've got the air cleaner now on. I also made the little alternator bracket. I think I've mentioned a lot of times about how much I hate floating alternators. So I actually went online and got some images of, well, a 1970 Chevelle alternator bracket, and kind of modeled it out a little bit and shrunk it down. And I think it works okay. So basically, I guess really kind of at the end of the day, what we have now, instead of a floating alternator, is a floating alternator bracket. But that's that's okay. I think it actually looks better than just the alternator hanging out there. I don't know. Let me know what you think on that. But the other thing that really took up most of my time was doing the detail work on the interior, which you're not going to probably be able to see. Let me see if we can show it to you from the outside. Basically, we have those two little pieces of chrome that run on the door panels that we needed to make. Let me see if I can carefully get this apart here. And I'll pull the interior out and we'll take a look at it. Come on. There we go. Set that to the side. I have it kind of taped in, so I'll untape the interior. Now we can take a closer look. So basically, this is what I was able to do. I think it looks okay. And the way I did this was with 0.3 millimeter solder. So this is very fine solder they use for very small electronics, for soldering very small electronics, but it's 0.3 millimeter. And so I just use those to run the wire, run the two lines, the two chrome pieces down the door panel. I also used it on the seat, which the passenger seat I've actually gone ahead and glued in, but hopefully you can see that I did the metal trim on the seat also, the seat back. Hopefully you can see that. And then along on the bottom too, which you really can't even see just because you can kind of just see the front of it a little bit here, but it kind of hides down in there. But I did go ahead and put the little chrome trim there too. And I think it looks really nice on the seat, really worked out well. Did an okay job on the doors, little wavier than I like. The solder, solder will it's pretty malleable. So it'll move around on you, which is good. It'll move around for you, which is good. But then it also, will move around on you, which is sometimes not so good, because it can get a little wavy. But I think it's going to look pretty good. I think that's going to look pretty good, especially with it in the body. Let me put it back in the body. It starts to kind of hide away a little bit once you start putting everything together, putting the seats in, putting the dash in, putting the body in, or the interior in the body. And at the end of the day, I think it's actually gonna look really nice. I think you can see it through there like that. There we go. Yeah, I think it's gonna look really nice. It definitely looks better than me trying to hand paint that in some way, or even I think it looks better than trying to use like Silverleaf or whatever. I think it's, at the end of the day, it looks better. Now I still need to do the driver's side. So it took a while. It took some time. So basically, by the way, how I did it is I would just glue it and then just form it as I went. The first way I tried to do it was to just draw a template. And maybe I should have worked more at trying to get a template drawn where I could pre-bend it and then just glue it in. But I couldn't get a good enough template to use. But again, I think this worked out. Just I kind of glued, and I just used CA glue, just a very small drop of CA glue, and then I would pull, and then just bend it, glue. And really, I had it really nice until I did the second line, and then the second line kind of started getting in the way, and so you start trying to move it, and that's when it got a little bit of weight, a little bit of wavy on me. But I think I think it's going to look okay. Now I still need to work the center console, and I still need to work the dash, which I know the dash is going to have some of this, I don't know, piping or whatever you want to call it on there. So I'll use it there, but I've got to work the center console with, I've got to make a automatic gear shift for that yet. The other thing is we do need a window crank and door handle. So ProTech, they sent me over their door handles and window cranks, exactly what we needed. So that works out perfect. The Heavy Chevy kit doesn't even have it molded in or anything, but there is obviously a window crank and a door handle. These window cranks from ProTech are going to work perfect. Those are going to work perfect. The only thing for the door handle or the door pull or whatever you call that, the whole, the handle actually there, the pull kind of tucks back into underneath the armrest. So I'll probably have to kind of shave off or sand off the end of that just so we have a little bit of the door handle sticking out right here, if that makes sense. So I'm going to do that. So before next week, I think I'm going to try to finalize or finish. I'm going to try to finish as much as the interior as I can. Oh, I know something I forgot to mention too, is I did resize. You guys probably saw it. I did upsize the transmission and get it installed. I need to give it a little better paint and do some work on it like that. But it does fit. I don't have the rear ends downstairs, but it does match up now better with, as far as the length goes. So that's going to be good. So we're good to go on the transmission. But I think now what I need to do is just make the gear shift for the interior so I can finalize the interior, which then will kind of match the automatic transmission. I got to do this other side, which is a bit tedious doing it that way, but I think doing it with the solder, but I think it turns out okay. Let me know what you think down in the comments section. How do you think that turned out? I do want to go ahead and get the stripes and the clear on the body too. So I'll probably do that before next week. I might do that today just so I can get that done and have it, have the clear, because once I put the stripes on, I want to go and clear over them. So yeah, I might go ahead and do that today so the clear can fully cure before I start working on this again and have to worry about it. Anyways, let me know what you think about the interior. How do you think the solder worked out for the little chrome stripes? Let me know what you think about the motor. I think the motor's looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. But let me know what you think down in the comment section. Love to hear what you have to say. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to keep up with these builds. Make sure and go check out ProTech. Go check out Starbond CA glues too. That's who I use to glue all this stuff up with. So go check them out also. All those links are down in the description. Hit the hype button, like button, hit all those buttons everybody tells you to hit on YouTube. Yeah, I got some stripes and some paint to do. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.